If a relationship is a wave, can you be a surfer? The thirst for control in relationships. There is a field, and there are laws that govern that field. You can learn about them in previous videos and in the ones to come. The main question is, what does knowing these laws give you? And how will this knowledge set you apart from the vast majority of people for whom relationships are something opaque? Can you control a relationship? By understanding the laws that underlie human interaction, you realize the other person is just as much a participant in the process as you are. Their field dictates certain thoughts to them on the basis of which they make decisions. The field is the sum of situations that have happened to a person, are happening, and will happen. You cannot control a person, and you also cannot control their field. You should discard such thoughts right away as untenable. Any coaches and trainers who make you believe you can impose your thoughts on a person and make them their own are charlatans and con artists. 100% control is impossible, but you do have the most direct influence on a person's field. You are together, and how they treat you depends only on you. Not being respected in the relationship? Stop and think before you try to teach the person. Maybe you're that smoking parent telling a child that smoking is bad? An example of how the field works. A person's field tells them there's no need to respect you. Perhaps the girlfriend respects no one, and it seems to you that's just her character. But this same girlfriend doesn't stick her fingers in an electrical outlet because she knows you shouldn't do that. I keep telling my girlfriend she can't treat me this way. She sees that I'm respected at work. My friends respect me, but she just can't get it. Help! I receive letters like this every day in all variations. The man is reasonable, but the girlfriend doesn't respect him at all. If you don't know the laws, you won't really understand much. You'll think, well, that's just the kind of woman she is. She respects no one. In reality, the girlfriend's field is formed so that in most situations, this attitude toward the man leads to her comfort. Why not keep doing it? The man fumes, but there are no particular consequences for her. He invests in the relationship. Some even start proving something at that point. How will a girlfriend understand that a man must be respected? All systems are actually very simple. There's just one switch: allowed, not allowed. A woman insults a man, and the man distances himself. The girlfriend understands something is off. If he starts proving something, here's another one who thinks you can't treat him like that. You won't fool the field, the thirst for total control. Men who turn to the pseudoscience of pickup have a desire to control relationships. Not just control, but to have everyone lay down for them, and for the man to strut like an eagle choosing what he wants, what fits and what doesn't. And yes, many manipulations do work, but they grow, and illusions is a very bad idea. Then comes the moment when the man sits on his throne with a golden scepter. A woman arrives, initially confirms his leading position, and as soon as she gets close enough, the man is left without a throne, without a scepter, and in shackles to boot. What's all this from? Because you rely on manipulation, friends. By relying on manipulation, you step outside your boundaries. We can compare boundaries to a fortress besieged by an enemy. And what do men do? Put on slippers, open the gates, and go for a stroll, surprised they're being shelled. There's no way to desire control without being susceptible to being controlled. Want control? Fine. Get the starter kit of a young pickup artist. But soon you'll encounter one who doesn't share that desire, and then you'll automatically become controlled by her. Behavior within boundaries. If you don't leave your fortress, you don't have the desire to control. You need to develop this until it becomes part of you. If you don't desire control, others will want to control you in order to keep such an attractive person nearby. Right actions within boundaries show that in your own house you are the master, and in another's house, the other person is. You won't tell them how to live or what to do. You're busy with your own house. If guests are coming before they arrive, you shouldn't talk about how beautiful it is at your place. and how everyone should be happy to have gotten in, especially if your walls are peeling. You should simply show you're glad to see them, make some tea, and that's it. A common mistake is to rush at the acquaintance stage or in a relationship to convince the other that you should be valued more. Why do you think you should be valued more? Maybe the opposite? Let the other person understand how much they want to value and respect you, and in turn, do everything you can so they like being at your place. If they didn't like it, understand that you have no right to insist that green walls must be loved and paper cups are caring for the environment. If a person didn't value you as you wanted, there's nothing wrong with that. It's their life and their thoughts, and they are certainly right in their own head. Afterward, I really like the stories of people who, after some time, managed to change their view of relationships. There are hundreds of examples I could give, but here's one. Name changed. We did a consultation with Andrew in 2019, a very reasonable and great man. But he had problems with a breakup and the desire to restore the relationship. He got the result, but along with it, he underwent wonderful changes, which I learned about just recently. Instead of insulting Anthony and thereby inflating his wife's significance in response to her nitpicks, Anthony's fence is higher, his car is better, he simply started smiling and saying, "Yes, Anthony has outpaced me in that area." He started assessing himself adequately. During the next quarrel, when his wife wanted to leave, he didn't hold her back and treated her decision with great respect, despite what he felt inside. He didn't question her or try to talk her out of it. Needless to say, his wife sulked, and started reconciling. Andrew learned to live within boundaries, and instead of control, he gained something greater. He learned to distinguish mine from not mine, stopped laying claim to what wasn't his, and having stopped envying, he gained freedom. I am who I am now, with all my flaws and strengths. I have my own road, and even if I walk it more slowly, I walk it. Any person who has a destructive influence on me finds closed doors, so they don't ruin the house I live in.